Yo, what is going on today, everybody? Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Today we got another SCP to look at. Well, it's the same day. It's the same day as the other one should have already gone up by now. If it isn't, then yeah, welcome. Welcome to another welcome to another SCP reaction, man. Today I wanted to look at SCP-2385 by SCP Illustrated. As always, the link to the original video will be down in the description below. Without further ado, I hope your day is going well, and let's get into it.
SCP-2385 SCP-2385 Object Class Keter, previously Euclid.
It was previously Euclid.
SCP-2385
What happened?
is a subterranean network composed of undifferentiated human tissue.
It got a pay raise, bro. It went up in power.
0.003 lumens. The tunnels that make up the structure wind and interlocked, forming a multicursal maze. SCP-2385 has a single entrance point. Attempts to either access or assess SCP-2385 from the outside via tunneling and ground-penetrating radar respectively have been met with failure. Due to this, the true size of SCP-2385 is unknown. Mapping of the interior has also proven difficult as its internal topography fluctuates sporadically. New paths will open in the walls while other sections will close off.
Okay.
SCP-2385-1 and -2
Worms?
are vermiform worm-like life forms, which periodically grow within SCP-2385. SCP-2385-1 and -2 specimens typically range between 1 to 4 meters in length, with an average weight of 250 kilograms. SCP-2385-1 will violently assault anything they perceive to move, including each other.
Dang.
SCP-2385-1 will constrict incapacitated prey prior to consuming smaller organisms and other SCP-2385-1 whole. SCP-2385-1 will attempt to penetrate larger prey and consume them from within. A pair of pharyngeal
Did he just say Did he just say consume them from within? Bro.
To manipulate prey items inside the gullet. Instances will wander SCP-2385 with no apparent direction and seem to be solely motivated by hunger. Research on specimens in captivity has revealed that they do not require sustenance, so the reason for this behavior is unknown.
Yeah, so they don't
SCP-2385
they don't need to eat, but they do it anyways.
2 instances are typically larger than their -1 counterparts and are identifiable by a fibrous growth over their eyes. SCP-2385-2 are completely docile and have never been observed feeding. They will converge with one another and seem to travel through SCP-2385 with intent. Containment procedures. Observation Site 2385 has been established around the anomaly, and the quarry in which it was discovered has been purchased by the Foundation. An antechamber has been constructed around SCP-2385's entrance. Entry into SCP-2385 beyond the first 10 meters is prohibited. Instances of SCP-2385-1 that either stray towards or berth near the entranceway are to be lured into the antechamber. Specimen of mass musculus is to be utilized for this purpose. The instance is to be tranquilized and relocated to a containment pen. Exploration Log SCP-2385-1 1st of October 2003. D-02894 was selected to ascertain the function of the anomaly and to determine whether manned explorations were feasible.
You know he's dead.
D-02894 was equipped with a shoulder-mounted camera,
That's not gonna save him.
1 week's supply of rations, 1 Ruger LC9 as well as several reserve magazines, and a machete. Very little information was gleaned as D-02894 was struck by an instance of SCP-2385-1 and lost his camera 10 minutes into exploration.
Wow.
Contact was lost and D-02894 was presumed dead. Exploration Log SCP-2385-2 21st of December 2003. A remote-controlled drone A-47 is sent into SCP-2385. Begin log. The camera shakes as A-47 navigates the terrain. After 10 meters, the path spirals clockwise, leading to an intersection. To the left, 4 SCP-2385-1 are engaging each other in combat, while another 2 lie motionless. A-47 is directed down the right path.
Man.
A-47 continues down the path, which at this point should place the drone back inside observational site 2385. Over a dozen unborn SCP-2385-1 and -2
Forget
are
that.
throughout this hall. A-47 is
Just
maneuvered
nuke
around
the place at this point.
An instance of SCP-2385-1 is laying to the side of the tunnel and is ingesting another instance. It lashes out when the drone draws near, but cannot fully ambulate due to its feeding. 3 fighting SCP-2385-1 block further progress. A-47 directed to turn around. The path A-47 has been travelling down can be seen to end abruptly. With no further options, A-47 continues towards the instance. The larger of the instances is killed, its head and tail are swallowed by the remaining SCP-2385-1, which begins to manipulate it down their throats. A-47 is able to continue unimpeded. An SCP-2385-1 instance, which has been spotted from afar growing from the ceiling, detaches as A-47 passes beneath it. The instance attacks A-47, rendering it immobile after several strikes. The instance wraps around A-47 and attempts to consume it. The instance gives up and leaves the area. The wall to A-47's left opens up and 2 SCP-2385-2 exit. One instance approaches A-47, while the other one prods the wall to the right, which opens as well. D-02894
He's
emerges
alive?
from the tunnel to A-47's left, brandishing his machete. Both instances exit through the new tunnel, followed by D-02894. A-47 runs out of battery. End log. Exploration log. SCP-2385-3 6th of February 2004. An SCP-2385-2 specimen was taken from Foundation captivity, codename SA, and anaesthetised. After a microcamera was surgically implanted, SA was placed within SCP-2385. SA wakes up and looks around before heading straight. It traverses SCP-2385 uneventfully for a few minutes before coming across an opened area filled with fetal SCP-2385-1 instances. SA stops at several and can be seen rubbing its face against theirs. One instance thrashes and snaps at SA, though the bulk of its mass is still embedded within SCP-2385, restricting its movements.
Yep.
The path splits out into 3 different tunnels. SA selects a path and tries to continue, though is apparently frightened by 2 SCP-2385-1 instances engaging in combat. Another can be briefly seen attempting to feed.
Why are they all fighting each other, bro?
Growing from the ground. SA flees and selects another path.
They're the same thing.
A nearby wall opens up and 2 SCP-2385-2 instances exit and begin to travel through the way SA came from, codenamed -2B and -2C. SA follows suit. The group encounters a lone SCP-2385-1 which attacks -2C. -2B wraps around and physically restrains it for the next 2 hours. The group takes turns nuzzling SCP-2385-1 instance. Notably, it develops the fibrous growth characteristic of SCP-2385-2 instances over its eyes. Afterwards, it is released and becomes docile, henceforth codenamed -2D. The group continues through SCP-2385. At this point, they confront an SCP-2385-1 instance blocking further progress. -2B and -2C are observed to nuzzle each other prior to 2B charging.
One is compassionate while the other is
SCP-2385-1 instance.
just
The group
feral.
crawl over and around the instance as it consumes 2B. -2C remains behind. -2D is ambushed from the side tunnel. The larger instance drags it around the bend and out of sight, and the opening seals shut. SA encounters an SCP-2385-1 instance, which chases it throughout SCP-2385. SA selects a path which terminates after several meters, trapping it. SA does not defend itself as the instance attacks and subdues SA and begins to feed on it. At 3411, a male voice can be heard shouting, prior to D-02.
Hey, it's the D class. Hey, he's still alive. He's still in there.
With his machete and
What's this
knees
boy
down into
doing?
SA. Hey there, little guy. You alright?
What's he doing?
D-02.
Why hasn't he left yet?
Pet SA. Yeah, you're fine. Get up. I know where it is. Come with me. D-02894 leads SA through the area, stopping at one point to carve a piece out of SCP-2385.
I thought he was gonna die. I was wrong. My bad. I thought he would have been dead as soon as he got in there.
Luminescent sphere levitating a meter off the ground, estimated to be 10 meters in diameter. Here we are. D-02894 walks over to the sphere and places a hand on it. You ready? SA approaches D-02894. It alternates between looking at the sphere and the path they came down. It's alright. They'll come back, they always do. Come on now. D-02894 beckons towards the sphere. SA prods at the sphere and pushes its way inside. Unknown. Personnel that viewed the live feed were found to be incapable of describing what they witnessed.
Exactly.
Subsequent playbacks.
How do you describe that?
446. Addendum. SCP-2385-A. On the day of Exploration 3's conclusion, Mayor was admitted to the local hospital complaining of abdominal pains and suffering vaginal bleeding. An emergency surgery was performed upon the discovery of a foreign object lodged within her uterus, which was found to be a micro camera. Agent Nakamura was dispatched to investigate. Nakamura was able to confirm that the item's serial number, scratches, and company logo matched the one implanted within SA and confiscated it. Object reclassed as Kita.
Years later, damaged parts of A-47 were discovered in a similar manner as Addendum SCP-2385-A. Access to SCP-2385 is still prohibited. So, 2385 is a cave or a tunnel that has, it's just so big that it can't be fully navigated, apparently, something like that. And it has those vermin, I guess you want to call them. One of them is completely feral, hostile, attacks anything in sight, anything that moves. While the other one is completely docile and actually kind and caring. The thing that caught me off guard with this one was the D class. I didn't expect him to survive. I thought he was just gonna go in there, walk in, and get wrecked, bro. I thought that's what was gonna happen. But apparently not. Apparently not. So that's gonna do it for this one, y'all. As always, the link to the original video will be down. I already said that at the beginning. What am I talking about? But I'll say it again. As always, the link to the original video will be down in the description below. If you guys like what you saw, please leave a like. Subscribe for more reactions like this. I will catch y'all tomorrow. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. All right? Peace.
This critter put up some sort of fight, but I'm from Texas, and as you can see, no worm is a match for me. I even found my tail.
That's not the worm.
Pardon?
That's not the worm. That's his tongue.
Oh, this is the tongue, and the whole thing is the worm.
Run for your life!